In the vast expanse of the galaxy, the Galactic Council convened in their shimmering crystal chamber, a place where the most powerful species in the universe came together to maintain order and peace. Representatives from each of the 12 species floated in their bioluminescent forms, discussing the recent attacks on Earth by the ruthless Arconian Empire. For centuries, humanity had been underestimated by the Council. Once considered primitive and naive, Earth had evolved technologically at an astonishing rate. But it wasn't just technology that set humans apart. It was their sheer tenacity and resilience, traits that had only begun to surface in their recent interactions with the galaxy's more advanced civilizations. The Zarkonians, a warlike race known for their brutal tactics, had targeted Earth to claim its resources and enslave its inhabitants. They saw humanity as a fragile species, ripe for conquest. The Council, however, had been wary of interfering in the conflict, viewing it as a minor dispute among lesser races. But when the Zarkonians struck the planet, it awakened a ferocity in humanity that no one anticipated. Under the leadership of Admiral Sarah Chen, a brilliant strategist and a former combat veteran, Earth mobilized its forces, ready to defend their home with a newfound ferocity. As the Zarkonian ships descended upon Earth's atmosphere, the humans unleashed their secret weapon, a fleet of advanced warships, powered by revolutionary engines and equipped with weaponry that made the Zarkonian armada look outdated. The first engagement took place above the Blue Planet, where waves of human fighters, piloted by adrenaline-fueled ace pilots, surged into the fray. The Zarkonians had anticipated a swift victory, but they were met with fierce resistance. The humans employed tactics that the Zarkonian commanders had never encountered: guerrilla warfare combined with coordinated strikes that exploited their enemies' weaknesses. One Zarkonian ship, a Blood Reaver, led the assault, its captain brimming with confidence. But as the battle raged, the humans demonstrated their prowess. With a calculated maneuver, Admiral Chen's flagship, the Vengeance, flanked the Blood Reaver, delivering a crippling blow. Explosions lit up the darkened sky as the Zarkonian ship spiraled out of control, crashing into the Earth's atmosphere and burning up. As word spread across the Galactic Council of Earth's fierce counteroffensive, the representatives were left in shock. Species that had previously dismissed humanity as weak began to reconsider their stance. Messages flooded in from distant systems, praising humanity's bravery and resilience. In the aftermath of the first wave of battles, Earth took the offensive. With the Zarkonian forces in disarray, they launched a full-scale assault on the Zarkonian homeworld. The once dominant empire found itself on the defensive for the first time in centuries. Human soldiers, equipped with advanced combat suits and weapons, stormed the Zarkonian capital, facing resistance that was unprepared for their sheer ferocity. Back on the Council's homeworld, panic ensued. The councillors debated desperately, fearing that a united Earth might challenge their authority. The Zarkonian Empire had long been a significant player in the Council, and the thought of it crumbling under human strength sent shockwaves through the chamber. As Admiral Chen's forces breached the Zarkonian defenses, a transmission was sent to the Council. It was a live feed from the battlefield, showcasing humans triumphantly standing over the fallen Zarkonian leaders. The message was clear: humanity would not be a victim any longer. The Galactic Council convened urgently, weighing their options. Some advocated for intervention to assist the Zarkonians, but many felt that their inaction in the face of Zarkonian aggression had doomed the Empire. They had underestimated Earth, and now faced the reality of a rising power that was unafraid to fight for its place in the galaxy. In the final hours of the battle, as Admiral Chen stood on the bridge of the Vengeance, she received the news that would change the course of history. The Zarkonian Empire had surrendered, acknowledging Earth's strength and demanding terms for peace. When the Council received the news, disbelief hung heavy in the air. The once mighty Zarkonian Empire had fallen, and Earth had risen, a ferocious new player on the galactic stage. The Council realized that humanity's potential was not to be ignored. They had witnessed Earth's vengeance, and it left them shaken. As the Council debated their next steps, humanity stood resolute, ready to forge its destiny among the stars. No longer would they be the overlooked species, for Earth had proven that they would fight with everything they had to protect their home. In the hearts of the Council members, a seed of respect for humanity began to grow. even as they pondered the implications of the events that had unfolded. Thus, Earth emerged not just as a survivor but as a fierce contender, ready to stake its claim among the galactic powers, and the Council, forever changed, could only wonder what other surprises humanity might have in store. The aftermath of the Zarkonian defeat resonated throughout the galaxy, sending ripples of change across countless worlds. In the weeks that followed, Earth's diplomatic efforts began to take shape. The Council convened once more, this time not just to discuss the ramifications of the Zarkonian surrender, but to confront the reality of a united and formidable Earth. Admiral Sarah Chen, elevated to a position of significant influence, led the human delegation to the Galactic Council's main chamber. As she entered, the representatives regarded her with a mixture of admiration and apprehension. Many had been vocal in their dismissals of humanity's capabilities, and now they faced a leader whose resolve had transformed the galaxy's perception of Earth. The Council's head, a majestic being of shimmering light known as High Counselor Talaris, addressed the assembly. Admiral Chen, your people have proven their mettle. We gather here to discuss the future of Earth and its role in the Galactic Council. But first, we must understand the motivations behind your actions. Was your defense purely an act of survival, or do you seek more? Chen stepped forward, her voice unwavering. We fought not just to defend our planet but to reclaim our dignity. The Zarkonian Empire underestimated us, thinking we would bow to their aggression. We will no longer be pawns in the games of greater powers. Our fight was for our people, and we demand to be treated as equals among the stars. A murmur swept through the chamber. It was a bold declaration, one that many species were hesitant to accept, but Talaris, sensing the undercurrent of change, spoke again. Then what are your terms for entering the council as a full member? Chen paused, the weight of the moment settling upon her. We wish for a place at this table, not just as participants but as equals. We will share our technologies and insights, but we expect the same from you. Earth has much to offer, but we will not allow ourselves to be exploited again. The representatives exchanged glances, some nodding in agreement while others frowned in concern. The Krillith, a race known for their mastery of bioengineering, had been silent during the exchange. Their representative, a sinewy figure cloaked in bioluminescent fabric, finally spoke. What guarantees do we have that Earth will not turn its newfound power against us? Chen's expression hardened. You have seen what we are capable of. We are not like the Zarkonians, who sought domination through fear. We seek collaboration, but let it be known that any threat against Earth will be met with equal force. We are allies to those who respect us but fierce enemies to those who would wish us harm. Tension filled the chamber as the council grappled with the implications of her words. An uneasy silence followed, broken only by the cautious tone of a representative from the Thyran race, known for their extensive knowledge of interstellar law. If we are to accept Earth into our fold, we must ensure a framework for mutual defense and cooperation. Perhaps a treaty outlining our obligations is in order. After hours of debate, a consensus emerged. The Council would extend a hand to Earth, welcoming them as full members, provided they could agree on terms that would protect all races involved. The proposal for a mutual defense and cooperation treaty would include provisions for sharing technology, intelligence, and resources, as well as establishing a standing alliance against any future aggressors. As the discussions continued, Admiral Chen felt a sense of hope for the future. Humans had long fought among themselves, but this conflict had united them against a common enemy. They were now ready to embrace the galaxy, not just as a new world, but as partners with shared interests. However, not everyone was pleased with the turn of events. In the shadows, Zarkonian remnants plotted their revenge. The defeat had left a deep scar on their pride, and a faction of zealots, led by the former Zarkonian commander of the Blood Reaver, vowed to reclaim their lost honor. They began gathering forces in secret, aiming to strike Earth before it could solidify its place in the Council. Meanwhile, Earth thrived in its newfound alliance. The sharing of technology yielded advancements that surpassed even the most optimistic predictions, from faster-than-light travel innovations to breakthroughs in sustainable energy. Humanity quickly became an indispensable partner in the Council's operations. Months passed, and the first summit of the newly established Alliance of Civilizations was set to take place on Earth. the council members arrived to witness the planet's beauty and ingenuity. Cities thrummed with life, blending nature with cutting-edge technology, and the vast expanse of the ocean glimmered under the sun, a testament to humanity's resilience. However, as the summit commenced, alarms blared across the globe. A fleet of Sarkonian ships, cloaked and silent, had breached Earth's defenses. The remnants, now a formidable armada, emerged from the shadows, intent on vengeance. Admiral Chen quickly mobilized her forces, rallying the best pilots and soldiers. The newly formed alliance sprang into action, with council members joining Earth's military forces in a desperate bid to repel the invaders. The skies lit up with the chaotic dance of battle as humanity and its allies fought fiercely against the Zarkonian resurgence. In the midst of the chaos, Chen's flagship, the Vengeance, led the charge. The battle was fierce, the air crackling with energy as beams of light streaked across the sky. But the Zarkonians were relentless, their zeal for revenge blinding them to their own impending doom. As the tide turned against them, Admiral Chen executed a daring plan that would make history. She ordered a concentrated strike on the Zarkonian flagship, the Revenant, where the faction leader was holed up. With coordinated precision, the human forces launched an assault that crippled the flagship's defenses. As the ship began to spiral, Chen saw her chance. "Follow me," she shouted to her squadron. Leading the charge into the belly of the beast, they breached the hull and stormed the command center, confronting the Zarkonian commander, who roared with fury. "You think you can take back what is ours? You are mere insects." Chen stood firm, her gaze unwavering. "Insects can destroy giants, and today you will learn that we are no longer afraid." With a swift maneuver, the humans overwhelmed the Zarkonian forces, forcing the commander to surrender.